Hi everybody, welcome back to Midvale Minis. I'm Kat, and today I am going to put together that book nook that my husband gave me for my birthday. I wanted to show you how I put together the overall structure, and in upcoming videos I will show you the details that I'm going to be putting together for it. So here I'm just starting with the base piece, and then the second piece that fits into it. Now this piece is a stair portion and it is extremely delicate. It even says right on there, be very careful. It's kind of an interesting piece because, as you can see, that one part actually curves, which is why it's kind of flimsy, because it was made specifically to be able to curve. Okay, I'm speeding up the footage here because this is the part where I ran into some trouble. I did it exactly how it was on the instructions. I fitted all the pieces exactly the right way, but as you will see in just a moment, they did not fit the way they were supposed to fit. So here I am gluing in the steps, the sort of riser part of the steps. I'm using my glue bottle there to hold everything in place. And then when I got it all on there, I thought, oh, this isn't looking quite right. So let me start to try and put the step portion on. It's not quite sitting evenly. But I said, you know what, I'm gonna power on, I'm gonna keep going, because I mean, it's gotta be right? I did it exactly the right way. So we'll go through this whole thing and I will show you that after I glue on all of the stair treads, I'm going to show you what it looks like on the side. Okay, take a look at this. Looks okay from there. You turn it to the side, look at these gaping holes. Just awful, they're just not sitting. So I thought, okay, well, I'll try to take that piece that goes on the top and I'll try to put that piece in there and see what happens with that. So here I am just trying to rest it on there and it won't go on. Doesn't fit, won't work. So I took it all apart again, started over with the stairs, and I decided to use a thin-ended file to sand each piece so that it would fit easily over where it's supposed to go. It's basically, there's a tiny piece in there that's supposed to straddle over another piece, and now that I have sanded it, it fits just fine. And now you can see there's no gaping holes anywhere. So if you're going to put together this kit, please please sand all of the pieces where they're going to join each other. You will save yourself so much time. And now the top piece fits just perfectly. Now I'm going to glue all of that on and move on. The next step was to put on the back walkway. I don't know what you'd call it, like a landing maybe, or yeah, I guess it would be a landing because you go up the steps and there is the area that you walk on, and I'm going to call it a landing. We're going with landing. Saved myself some time and sanded it right away, and it fits perfectly. So the next area I'm going to work on is there's a little door there, and you have to peel back the film on the glass portion of the door. The door has multiple pieces to it. There's a surround that goes around the outside of the door. There's the actual door. There's the glass piece. And then there is this little square trim piece on the bottom, which I am gluing on right now. And that just gives it a little three-dimensional quality. And of course I clean up all of the excess glue with my toothpick. And then I add glue to the upper portion of the trim. I can't call it wood trim, it's paper, but it looks like wood trim, and it gives it sort of a multi-paned look. And of course, I clean that up as well. Okay, so the next piece that I'm going to work on is this little yellow cabinet. Now, another little tip that I will give you if you're going to do this Book Nook, put it together. They tell you step by step to put the pieces in place and then glue them all together. I highly recommend gluing all the pieces together to make the little piece of furniture first, and then inserting the little tab of the furniture into the base piece. It's just so much easier to work with when it's not sticking out of the base piece. And as you can see here, the reason I say that is because it completely fell apart in my hands. So I took it all apart, glued it all together while holding it, and that made all the difference. I couldn't figure out why the tab wasn't going into the slot. And then I picked it up and gave it a closer look, and it turns out there was a tiny little piece left over that I never noticed before, and that's why it wasn't fitting properly. And there it is, all finished. Now I've decided I am not going to be putting any of the two-dimensional flowers on here. I'm going to be creating some three-dimensional flowers instead, but that'll be in a future video. And here's how it looks so far. The next piece I am going to assemble is going to be the back wall portion. And here I am dry fitting it on there just to see how it works. And the next piece is the side piece, and that goes against the stairs. Now the thing that confused me about this is the fact that the side piece there it's now facing upwards, and I'm cleaning off the glue. It's green, but on the other side, the inside, it's white. Now, as you'll see, when I put the back piece on, the back piece is green on the inside and white on the outside. It's the exact opposite. I'm not sure if that's a mistake or if it's supposed to look like that. But there is only one way both of the pieces can go on, so I know it's correct. It just looks a little odd because one side is green and one side is white. And ta-da, there it is. I put the little door in place. I didn't glue it in yet, but I've just put it in there just to see what it would look like. The next part is the railings. Now this portion of the railing doesn't meet perfectly. I think it's because the bottom part of the stairs swoops outward. So I think when I'm done with the actual construction part, when I get to the decorating part, I think I'm going to put sort of a vine or some flowers or something along the edge to make it look decorative, but to also hide that little gap. And then the last piece that goes in is the corner piece, which joins the top two pieces of railing together. Perfect. The next piece I'm putting together is the filing cabinet. Now it's interesting because, again, I tried to do it the way that the instructions said, to put it in place first, but it was just far too difficult. It's much, much easier to do it while holding it in your hand. The other interesting thing is, according to the picture, the little square container on the top, the wood container, is supposed to be on the left side, but there's only one place it can possibly be to fit into the slot, and on mine, it's on the right side. I mean, I don't care one way or another, but just so you know, it may not be exactly like the photo. Now, I left this footage in here. I'm popping these tiny little pieces out. I don't end up using them because they don't work. For me, maybe it's me, but for some reason, they're supposed to go in through the back of the cabinet and come out through the front like handles or something, but they absolutely did not work for me. They weren't long enough, they didn't work, and I basically am going to just throw them away and not worry about them. I'm going to come up with my own handles, and I think that will look a lot better. It does come with these little bump out pieces so that some of the filing drawers look like they're open, and that's a kind of a cute little detail. I kind of like that. I'll probably make some packets of seeds and have them sticking out the top or whatever. I'm also going to be making my own labels for the drawers. And here it is in place. I think it looks really cute. In the next video, we'll put in all the details in the back, gluing on the pictures, etc. Thanks so much for watching. Be sure to subscribe and like this video, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!